Hi, class. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And today is a great day for learning. Woo! So, to start for reading, you get to read The Journey Story, Surviving Mount Everest, and then practice your signs. For the Journeys workbook today, it's a little bit new and exciting. Now, for that workbook, you have pages from the story that you get to read and answer questions about. And the pages are right there in the journey story, but if you want to have the other book open, that's fine too. And then at the end, you get to do analogies. Now, analogies are fun. I really enjoy analogies, and I remember them from when I was in school. And analogies relate something to something, and then they relate something to something else. So it's kind of a comparison with some figurative language. That's why it's exciting because you can be creative in analogies. So maybe I would say fish is to water. So like fish lives in water, so we say is to water, as lion is to land or something. So you're comparing and contrasting. Well, the fish lives in the water and the lion lives on land, but you're using the analogy to compare them. So here's an example. Number 5 in your Journeys workbook page today says, believable is to unbelievable as weakness is to. Okay, so I'm thinking in my brain, what is the opposite of weakness? And there's a nice little word box up there. And so there's a word that says assist. Weakness is to assist. That doesn't make sense. Weakness is to danger. That doesn't make sense either. Weakness is to succeed. It's not making sense. I'm looking for the opposite of weakness. Oh, there's a word in there that says strength. Weakness is to strength, as believable is to unbelievable. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's my analogy. So analogies are fun. If you want to, you can create some of your own, but that's optional, of course. Next, for writing today, you get to write a paragraph thinking about why Temba wanted to reach the top of Mount Everest, then write a paragraph to describe and explain his dream, and then use evidence from the story if you can to support your answers. But if it's taking a long time, that's okay. You don't have to write a full paragraph. Just do what you can and do your best, of course. Finally, for math today, it's more about area and perimeter. Actually, there's not really much area today. I mean, there's not much perimeter today, but it's all about area. And we talked about area just a little bit before we left school. But the area is how much space something covers. So you'll see figures on there, and it will ask you the area of the figure in square inches. Now, that's a little bit tricky because what are square inches? Well, if you think about it, you have, I have a grid here with some squares, and I have a figure drawn. And each one of these is a square inch. I know it's actually bigger, but we'll just go with that for now. So, area is in square inches because it's talking about how much surface it covers. So, it's in square inches because each one of these is a square inch and we're counting how many squares. So the unit for area is always squared, is what we call it. That's the little 2 above the symbol that's called squared. So the area is squared. So now it will ask you to identify the area on some of these figures. And so that just means you have to count the squares. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 full squares, but I also have some half squares here. So I'm just going to count 2 to make 1 because we know that 1/2 makes a whole. So I have 10 whole squares plus 1, 2, 3 full squares from the halves. So that's 13. So this figure right here is 13 square inches. That's what you need to know today for area. The unit is always squared because we're actually counting the squares because it's covering a surface. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, email me, text me. I'll do what I can to help you understand. But I hope that this helps. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.